Well, this was a request from my good friend Jacquez Jones, aka Quezy-Quez Movie Reviews. His channel links will be in the description for all of these three movie reviews down below for this trilogy. And without further ado, let's get down to it. So, welcome to Horror Reviews 2019. It's not going to be a whole lot because I am still going to be doing the Road to Godzilla vs. Kong review series, but I'm going to try and put as much horror stuff as I can. But most of those will be some of the reviews that I was supposed to release back in 2018 for horror movie reviews, but I put them off to this year. And some of those have been dropped out on the channel early. So, we're going to talk about I Know What You Did Last Summer, the first film in the I Know What You Did Last Summer trilogy. Directed by Gillespie, based on a book of the same name by Lois Duncan, stars Jennifer Love Hewitt, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Ryan Phillippe, Freddie Prinze Jr., Bridgitte Wilson. And the movie starts off with, on the 4th of July 1996, Julie James and her friends, Ray Bronson, Helen Shivers, and Barry Cox, drive to the beach after attending a party. While driving along a coastal byway, they accidentally hit a pedestrian. So, what happens is, they pass by them, and they think everything is okay, and after a bit of a scuffle, they decide to dispose of the body, dumping it in the water, and agreeing to never discuss the incident again. Basically taking it to the grave. And so after running over the fisherman and dumping his body in the water, these four friends reconcile when Julie receives a frightening letter telling her that their crime was seen with the words, "I know what you did last summer." While pursuing who he thinks is responsible for the letter, Barry is run over by a man with a meat hook, and the bloodletting only increases from there as the killer with the hook continues to stalk Julie, Helen, and Ray, and they must figure out how to stop him. Now, word of advice: if you gon' hide the truth about what you did, make sure you literally hide it. With that being said, I Know What You Did Last Summer is a freaking good movie. This has definitely always been one of my favorite horror slasher films. A really fun movie. Simple premise, no overcomplication. I didn't know this was based on a book until I looked it up. I'm like, what? This is based on a novel? Holy crap. Now, this movie has been met with both positive and negative criticisms. Mainly because it is the same writer from Scream writing this, Kevin Williamson. And honestly, where Scream had its approach with elements of satire and self-referentiality, this adaptation of this, it takes the central plot and makes it into a 1980s straightforward horror slasher film. Which honestly, I can kind of see where Pretty Little Liars got most of its influence from. Because that show does heavily remind me of a lot of I Know What You Did Last Summer. And this has been parodied, referenced, along with Scream, with revitalizing the contemporary slasher film in the late 1990s. And no matter how many times you parry it, can't make it as good as this. Except for the robot chicken one, where it's the brats getting killed by Barbie. That was pretty funny. And I'm going to link that in the description down below too. But this movie is just a lot of fun. $17 million budget. Not the biggest budget. And it made some good money. And it was #1. This is a really great film. Direction wise, is great. I love the direction in this movie. Jim Gillespie, he knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing, and it definitely shows as you watch this movie. Like I said, Kevin Williamson writes the script, and it is a very well done script. There are some cheesy elements in the script that is there, but with a slasher movie like this, that's straightforward 1980s teen horror film, that is kind of to be expected. The music is really great by John Debney, and the cinematography and the editing is top notch. The color scheme is beautiful in this movie and the second movie. We're not gonna talk about the third movie yet, but we'll get to it. And the acting, how can I not go and not talk about the acting? You have a good cast. Freddie Prinze Jr., Sarah Michelle Gellar. This is before they were married. They got married in 2002. They are really good in this movie. Phillippe, he was great. You got Bridgitte Wilson, who's great. And Heche, she was great. And yeah, Sarah Michelle Gellar, she is smoking hot in this movie, and she's still hot to this day. Even in the Scooby-Doo movies, I thought she was hot. But you can't talk about I Know What You Did Last Summer and not talk about Julia herself. Jennifer freaking Love Hewitt. Whew. That is a gorgeous white woman. Always has been, and she always will be. Even in Ghost Whisperer, which I really loved that show. She was gorgeous in that. So the acting all the way around strong. And the kills, when the fisherman comes, you find yourself pretty entertained by it. You find yourself pretty entertained by it. So, at the end of the day, aside from the one complaint when it comes to some of the dialogue and the one character of Phillippe being a little bit of a douche, this is still a really good movie. This is still a really good film. And I'm gonna give I Know What You Did Last Summer a better than Vampire Academy. Let me know what you guys think about I Know What You Did Last Summer down below. Do you like it? Do you not like it? If you are one of those people who don't like this movie, please explain why. And be sure to follow my social media links down below. Be sure to follow Jacquez's channel down below, as well as his video game channel down below. I will see you guys in I still know what you did last summer. You guys keep it cool and join the Epictasticness.